Yo, what's up with it, man? It's DNS, Dumb Nigga Sports. Get to it, to the top. We never stop. Every go, you know that dumb nigga sir over here. We to the this ugly ass, not cut that, nothing.
Why are you talking? This is the ugly dreadhead nigga, bro. But it's all good, bro.
Yeah, what's up, you two?
Y'all see why I'm on this couch? It's the real nigga couch. Stay over here.
Well, we gotta be careful.
And it's funnier when you add the beep.
Curry 1 or 2 best PG ever. KD top 5 or 6 best player ever. Clay. We gotta talk about
we're gonna talk
claim
about
that you made about your
greatest
2018
team ever.
Warriors
Yeah,
squad.
pretty much what Gilbert Arenas hot
Said
takes
best
and
team
shit.
ever. Curry 1 or 2
Gonna
best
debunk
PG
some
ever.
shit.
KD top 5 or 6 best player ever. Clay top 5 best shooters ever. Drake top 10 best playmaking bigs ever. Iggy top 5 best defender. No championship team in any era beating this team. You said any era, but we know you made it. You gotta get it out there. But nigga gotta know, do you really, but not because era and era both spelled correctly, but Nick, do you really believe the 2018 Warriors are the best team ever assembled?
Yeah, I think so. Just because, you know, we got, well, nobody being Steph and KD together. I don't see it.
If you're saying it with that, if you're saying that Warriors team with KD, for sure. But I would say any iteration of the Warriors team when they were on their championship run is top 5. If you're saying like best teams ever and you're putting a 5, the Warriors hold 1. You can say 2 or 3 if you're gonna put Kobe and them Lakers in
What
that.
about that Heat team?
Was it the same group for
To be honest with you, I like LeBron. I love him. But if you're saying that Warriors team with KD with LeBron's Heat, LeBron was crazy, but Chris Bosh and them were always hurt. That Warriors team is better. I like LeBron.
Okay, so what is it?
And that Heat team was clean, but if we're being honest, the KD with the Warriors is beating that Heat team no matter
If they played
which.
each other, no injuries.
If they played each other, no injuries.
Cause look,
I would still give the slide to Golden State just because it's like you got Chris Bosh, LeBron, and Dwayne Wade. Then you got KD, Draymond, Clay, and Curry.
what about Ray Allen? Was he not on the team?
Ray Allen was getting cooked by Curry on a regular. He's like, look. You got 3 against 4, so you got 3 of the best shooters in the game. So who's gonna nullify? So if the Warriors just sat there and just said, we're just gonna shoot,
And don't even,
and they're hitting, if they're on, that's saying that they're on. Who on the Heat is on like them? And you got 3 of them on one team.
But
and
they
Draymond is decent at that time.
But they
got great.
But they got great defense though. But they got great defense. But
The Heat
Dwayne
team had
Wade,
defense, but they
LeBron.
wasn't like that, bro. Their defense was okay.
So they're not stopping. Okay. Curry. I'll give you like Curry and KD.
Look, what I'm saying is, okay, look, so no matter how you break this down, you always have 4 to 3.
Yeah.
So Chris Bosh is most likely going to have to guard Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Skill-wise, shooting-wise, you're going to give the nod to Chris Bosh, but Draymond's going to play the defense, so you can say that probably bottoms out. That's an even matchup.
So I'll give it to Chris
Curry, LeBron is going to have to pick either KD, but he's going to have to be on KD because
he's going to be on KD.
he has to be on KD because Chris Bosh isn't going to really guard KD like that. Dwayne Wade can't guard KD, so LeBron is automatically, he's on KD. Curry is on Dwayne Wade or Dwayne Wade's going to have to.
Clay's going to be on D Wade.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
that's a mismatch.
But Dwayne Wade has to be between
That's
them
not a
two.
mismatch. Clay can play defense.
Because he didn't
Clay can guard D Wade.
Clay.
Yes,
Clay
he was guarding LeBron.
Yeah.
He was guarding LeBron.
Yeah.
Not saying he was locking LeBron up, but he wasn't. LeBron wasn't just. LeBron wasn't just like, oh,
I'm saying that
Clay's
matchup. I'm giving it to D Wade though. I say D Wade will lock on him more than Clay will lock D Wade up.
Nah. Because the thing is, Dwayne Wade wasn't a player that was gonna chase you. Because if you watch how Dwayne Wade played defense, he was like Klay Thompson's moving, and that's what I'm saying. Like the Warriors, they move, so it's not like Klay's not just sitting in the corner. So Dwayne would say, okay, I can just sit here with him. No. It's like you gotta go on that. Like Dwayne Wade was a banger. He wasn't somebody who's like, oh, I'm gonna shoot like that. Yeah. So now you're using energy on offense, and you gotta chase this fool on the other side.
They're just gonna do what San Antonio did to him. And if you watch what San Antonio did to him the second time around, they're gonna get cut because Kurt has the people to do it, to do just what Chris Bosh did. Yeah. If you ever watch that, you watch that year that they lost.
But if you're saying, like I said, barring no injuries, like you're just saying everybody's healthy, I would give the Warriors the nod. It's not. I'm not sitting there saying that they're superiorly better. But I feel like if you said 9 times out of 10 who's winning that, I'm giving the Heat maybe 3 games. 3, because bro, they
so like
run,
game finals, 7 games out of 7 games.
Out of 7 games, the Warriors is getting that. But I'm saying if you just said like, hey, they're playing 10 times, I would say the Heat would be able to get at least 3 wins out of that.
Yeah.
So in the finals, let's say they played each other.
The Warriors is winning.
No, but what I'm saying, what's the like? How many wins?
I'll say it's gonna be. I'll say 4. I'll say 4-2.
4-2.
4-2.
I'll say 4-2. These fools.
Like I said, I don't watch basketball like that. I'm just asking. I'm just trying to.
You gotta look at just it's the matchups. Like
when we do football segment, you gotta have to be y'all two are have to be.
Yeah, I know. For that football,
for sure. But like, yeah, this whole basketball thing, I can tell you like the Warriors are better than that Heat team.
I believe it.
It would be a good finals.
It would be a good finals.
It would be a great finals. Like everyone would want to tune into that. That would be a great.
So you think that Heat? So okay. So do you think
but
that
it wouldn't
not as good as the Lakers?
It wouldn't do as good as the Cavs.
I would say that Heat team would be slightly better than that Kobe and Shaq because at that time, Shaq is just big.
Yeah.
But then you got Chris Bosh who can make him come out.
Yeah.
So if you're saying everybody healthy, but then on the Heat, it's like what Heat team are we running with? Like we running it with the Ray Allen because like they switch players in between that. But you mean your main 3 is the main 3. So are you saying it with Dwayne Wade and LeBron? So are we saying it like with like when they had Chris Anderson and all them, or like towards that time when they had like Rashard Lewis and all them like. Shane Battier.
Wait, who's Chris Anderson? Is that Birdman? Is that Chris Anderson? Okay.
Yeah. But he was people low key was hating on Bird, but Birdman was low key cool.
Because all the time,
he was low key cool. Like he could score. Like he wasn't it wasn't like, oh, give him the ball, he's gonna go to work, but like he'll get you buckets if you need it though. Like
I never watched any of his clips because my favorite player is Paul George. I just watched Paul George punch on him. I just always watch Paul George. Paul George is
Indiana. Was nice.
Indiana Paul George was nice.
Indiana
Paul George cut the basket.
Danny Granger. And then they have Birdman, aka or not Birdman, but I call him Gucci Man.
Oh yeah,
Gucci Man.
Roy Hibbert.
Yeah, Roy
Hibbert. Gucci Man.
Yeah. Wait, put that on
that
the
team
team.
was actually hard.
That team was hard.
Wait, put him on the team. Who's Roy Hibbert?
Roy Hibbert, he's like a tall.
Pictures of Roy Hibbert.
Let me see.
I'm the best cornerback
That's
ever.
right.
Top 5.
But I'll tell you, that's Gucci Man, bro. The NBA player.
Oh, that.
Bro, you can't tell me he don't look like Gucci,
No
bro.
way. No, they're like Gucci Mane. No,
because he got in trouble because he's like, oh, they stretch us out, no homo. And then like the news was on him because that was like when that no homo was like a thing.
Yeah.
And so like when they were talking, he's like, oh yeah, the Heat had it stretched out, no homo. And then like it was like a big. I'm like, bro, it's not that big of.
Not that serious.
Like, it's like you frying people just because they said no homo. It's like, oh my god, like whatever. That's the world we're in today.
That's what they be. Yeah, now it's no Diddy. Now it's no Diddy, and this man is the most Diddyest thing I've ever seen in my life.
You the Diddy one, bro.
No, I can pull up the messages right
They
now.
call you. Your name is Papa, so it works for you. P. Diddy.
Bro. No, bro, I could pull up the messages this man talking about.
Name the king. I'm trying to think of the team.
Okay, I mean, just on ratings, the 2016-17 Golden State Warriors.
Yep. Rams, best
They
team.
were
Best
first
team
in
in the
offense,
NFL.
second in
Rams,
defense in the league.
best team.
16 and 17 was.
That was the first, KD's first year. The year you were there, they were third in offense, 11th in defense.
And it was tough, but like
They said they was 11th in defense. I don't know.
No, we're
big girl. I was like, yeah.
Sometimes those ratings don't be like true to stuff. Like
He was giving me on the test.
Yeah.
Like watching it, it's probably
I was
different.
thinking like Kobe
And they
I was
didn't even
thinking the
play
others did like Big Fox and Clay.
Most
because they were blowing
blowing
people out.
You talking about the Warriors?
So that's why I'm saying like you're saying their defensive rating was 11. It's like unless you're saying that year when Clay and them got hurt, but then they got hurt until the end. But it's like the Warriors were literally just working people, and it was like blowouts. Like the game was like 20 plus blowouts. So like Curry and them would play up until like they were literally like starting whooping people in the first half. It was like, okay, we're gonna sit you down the last 3 minutes, make you sit the first like 4 minutes, play you the rest of the third, or the rest of the second, then might get some third depending on how bad you're whooping them. They were getting rest. Like that year, if they really wanted to, but Steve Kerr was because that's when they when they won the 73-9, and then so Kerr that next year was like, I'm not, because the Warriors, I feel like if they really wanted to, they probably could have went undefeated if they really wanted to, but Kerr was like,
what was the record when they got KD the first year?
It was like 60 or something like that. They were somewhere in the high 60s.
Like if they were trying, they could have went undefeated.
I feel like they could.
Yeah,
because how they were whooping teams, but like I said, Kerr was just on that, hey, like the year when they lost to LeBron because they pushed to get that 70 to beat the Bulls record. So he's like, oh, we pushed too hard, people were tired. Could that be more of an excuse to why you lost? Who knows? It's in the eye of the beholder.
LeBron did take it. LeBron and Kyrie were putting in work. A lot of things had to happen.
Oh yeah, Kyrie was
right. Oh, they were going crazy. Once Boogie went down, I think in the third game. And then Draymond missed the fifth game.
He missed the fifth game, yeah.
He missed the fifth game, and Boogie went down. Their back line was gone. So
they blamed it on.
They just went in.
The Warriors blamed it on the injuries, but it's like the Warriors have to look back prior to those KD years before they got him. The 2 times that they did win, it's like y'all won off of people being injured. Because the year y'all got it on LeBron was there was no Kyrie, there was no Kevin Love. And then, like, even when they won, when they were battling the Rockets to get to the finals, it's like Chris Paul went down. It's like they were battling. Like the Warriors had certain teams where it's like, oh, if that team was fully supplied up, they would have won. So it's like for you to make the excuses, but tell another team like, oh, you can't make that excuse. You lost. And okay, well then you lost. And then they cried about, oh, Draymond. If Draymond, it's like, okay, but y'all literally had 2 more cracks to freaking win the game, and y'all lost, and Draymond was there. But the thing is, the Warriors sold themselves on that last game because Draymond was going crazy, and Curry was just doing stupid stuff. Like he was just fumbling and making bad passes. Like he was just doing kind of just out of characteristic stuff, and Draymond was going off.
Draymond was killing it. It was like a tale of two tales. Like Draymond never goes off like that. And he was trying to make up for what he did. Yeah. Curry was gassed, and he got hurt though before they went into OKC.
Yeah,
like he had gotten hurt. So the fact that they managed to pull it out over OKC was kind of crazy, and then they were up 3-1 and they let off the gas. They were like, oh, we're up 3-1. Let's get comfortable. And LeBron and Kyrie were like, nah, it's not over.
But you know what was crazy? Because like there was a spot where like I think it was Clay or somebody said something and LeBron got mad. Because I remember he said it on the thing. Like he was like, I forget the.
Oh, he was in his feelings or something.
Yeah, I remember Clay said, yeah, that's what he said. He's like, oh, I guess he's in his feelings or something, bro. When he said that, LeBron was like, okay. And then like from that point on, LeBron was like retarded, bro. Like LeBron was like, oh, it's we're killing, bro.
The thing about the Rockets thing though was they rematched basically the next year with Chris Paul. And KB was the one who got hurt. Chris Paul was still healthy.
Oh, was that on the Toronto one?
Yeah,
that was the 19 year. Yeah. They ended up beating Houston Rockets.
Yeah. Because Chris Paul was hurt that last game. It was that last game.
KD was hurt that year. The year before, Chris Paul was out.
Yeah.
So they had a good shot with Chris Paul.
KD and Clay that year.
Yeah, they lost. They lost. That's when Clay got hurt too during that whole time.
But Toronto wouldn't have won that year if they would have had one of the two. If they would have had Clay or
they were going to Game 7. That game was almost over. Like Clay was putting his final stamps on that Game 6. Yeah.
Game 6 Clay?
Yeah. He was putting his final stamps on that one. Toronto got lucky. Like, people, I think, overestimate Kawhi Leonard a lot.
I'm ready.
He's good, but I don't think he's as good as
they always put him on like this
pedestal,
like comparison to LeBron. And it's like he's nowhere near. I don't.
Kawhi Leonard is a good player to me if you have him with other good. Like he's a good player, but he has to have when he was with Tim Duncan and them, he was there. But you have to have those kind of guys where it's like they're just like, hey, we're just here to do the job. Because when you're telling Kawhi, like, just like, hey, you're like LeBron James, we need you to assist, and he's not that type of player. He's more of a defensive player, and it's like, he just knows how to get his shot. He's not looking to dime everybody else. I was like, can he do it? Yes, he can do it, but that's not what his focus is. His focus is like, I'm locking whoever up, and then I'm getting to my shot. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
so you have to have like the Tim Duncan.
So he's not
he's kind of like KD.
I was about to say, like,
KD
do you see him as a pure scorer like KD is what I'm trying to say.
I wouldn't say he's
No,
a pure
he's
scorer.
He's a two-way, but he doesn't have. He can't assist. His defense is better, but you don't really get to see him as much because he's always hurt.
Yeah.
He's always out. So
I've always shown
he never gets
what type of player
He kind of gets he kind of gets too many passes for my liking.
Oh, okay.
Like he gets too many passes for.
What do you mean?
How
excuses?
how often? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like
Every time he's been hurt, they always be like, oh, like, you know, Kawhi's hurt, and then it's just like, but like if LeBron did what he was doing, it would be a problem.
Yeah.
Or if anybody else would do what Kawhi's doing, then like it would be a problem. And that's the thing that sucks. It's like some players it works for, and other players they crucify them for doing.
I was really like thinking like that Clippers team was gonna go crazy. I was like, okay,
It should have.
They had hell. They got. I know most of them are old, but like they got. But Paul George, he is just a different type of player than he was in Indiana now. Like he
is, but Paul George is still good. Like Paul
That's what I'm
George
saying.
is
He's
still
not
a serviceable player to where it's like, okay,
he's
you
a
know
better
what you're
shooter
gonna
than
get out
he
of
was.
him.
you can make him a part of the championship team for sure. He can be like the second or third option.
He'd be a second, third. Like I would probably say, like at this point, he would be a third option.
No,
He even said that himself. He said he doesn't think he can win a
he's running
championship.
he can't run a team. Like, he's
Not now.
Not now. Indiana, Paul George, he damn near did it.
Oh yeah.
He took LeBron.
That was like
There.
that was like how LeBron when his first year with the Cavs. That's what I saw him as Indiana. That's how I saw it. It's my favorite way. That's my LeBron.
No, Paul George was nice.
Paul George. Yeah, I know he was.
I think
watched
that
his highlights
injury in the Olympics or FIBA or whatever they did when he broke his whole leg, that's what kind of slowed him down.
Oh yeah, definitely slowed him down.
But I mean, he came back better than Gordon Hayward.
Yeah.
Because Gordon Hayward was never the same after that.
Yeah.
But Gordon Hayward was...
Oh my God, I remember that.
Yeah, Gordon
On the
Hayward
Celtics?
was nice, though.
There was a time where he was
Like when he was on Utah. When he was on Utah, Utah was like Gordon Hayward. And then he did go to the Celtics, and then he went to...
Oh my God, was Kyrie on that? Kyrie wasn't on that team yet, right?
Yeah, Kyrie was on that team. I think Kyrie played
Oh my God, I remember
Kyrie
that.
was on that team when he was
Celtics,
Gordon Hayward. Yeah.
That shit was disgusting. I saw that live. Like I was watching it on TV live.
See, Kyrie's name didn't mix with theirs that well. I think
Kyrie hurt that team. Like, if I think if the team was built a certain, like, the thing was Kyrie came at the wrong time. Because I think, like, at that time when the Celtics were doing what they were doing, they started, like, they weren't like a team that's like, oh, they're just a bomb team, they're trash, but they just had a bunch of picks. So they were just like, oh, we're going to just start getting players. And then when you got Jason Tatum, it was kind of like if they didn't come along as quick as they did, then Kyrie could have kind of fit to what it could have probably maybe helped them get. But it's like, they came in and they were just like, dang, like these dudes were actually pretty good. And then that year when Kyrie was injured and they took LeBron and then to Game 7, it's like, dang, these young kids is like, they're nice. And then Kyrie was just in the way because then that next year Kyrie came, so it was like, oh, if we add Kyrie to this, Kyrie messed it all up. Like they got blown out. I think they only won 2 games.
But
That's lost in the playoffs or something like that.
Sometimes
Why does that happen?
games.
Why would you add a player that you know is good? Like, what is it like the scheme? Is it like
No. So what I'm saying is, so Kyrie was on the team. He was just hurt the year that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown got to the play. I think it was like the Eastern Finals, wasn't it? Or is it the semifinals? It was one of those. But they took LeBron and them to 7 games. So then the next year, So then the next year, he's well. So like, okay, if we add Kyrie to what they already did, we should be successful because now we got these 2 young dudes who can do their thing. We got Kyrie who's good. Yeah. That should make a good recipe for success.
So why did it not work?
Because Kyrie is a ball dominant dude and he just wasn't looking. Kyrie was just looking more for himself. Like if you just see how Kyrie, because even how he left was like, oh, I want to be in Boston, and then how he left, you didn't want to be there. Yeah. But I think the thing is, he just seen these two young dudes coming up, and it was kind of like, I'm not going to be second to them. Like, I'm Kyrie Irving. I got a championship. Some people just have that ego, and that's why I say, like, no matter what people say, like, I don't like Steph Curry. Like, I don't like him because I feel like he's the best point guard. He's not a point guard. He's a shooting guard. Point guards like Magic Johnson, Jason Kidd. You know, Gilbert Arenas, they all play basketball. They're going to say what they're going to say, but it's like, if you're looking at how Curry plays the game, he is a shooting guard. He is. He's not a point guard, but whatever. Curry's the best shooter. We can give him that. But when people are like, oh, he's the best player, it's like, he's not. Because he doesn't play really good defense. It's not saying you got to be locked down, but it's like, he's okay. And to me, he just gets too much to like as if he's like LeBron when there's other players that are better. So for me, I don't like Curry, but I'm not gonna be stupid enough to be like he's trash. No, he's good. He's a great player. He's one of the top. If you're gonna put him there, I wouldn't argue it. But with all being said, if you look at Curry with the Warriors and like the Spurs when they have Manu in them, nobody had an ego. It's like, hey, like. It's anybody's night. Curry, when he got hurt, he could have came back and be like, nope. Hey, Jordan Poole, you gotta come off that bench. No, he's like, hey, until he goes cold, I'll come off the bench. Yeah. He did it when Jordan Poole went cold. All right, now I'm back in the starting lineup. Yep. Most players ain't gonna do that. Yeah. Nobody, like most players ain't gonna do that. They're like, nah, bro. If I come back, I'm coming back.
It's hard to even like with KD even inviting that nigga to the team. It's like it's hard. It's hard to. What people, what everyone said was like, hey, this is KD's team. You know, when he came, it was like Curry was like, I've been here. I created this franchise from the bottom. I was
we
here.
We beat him last year. That's when he came. That's
right. And there's a segment Gilbert Arenas and them were talking about. That KD was a big brother, and I was like, KD was a big brother that lost to the little brother.
Yeah, I'm about to
and talking about, oh, you gotta go get him to jump these two niggas, Kyrie and LeBron. Like, nah, that's not how that works. KD's the little brother because he got beat.
Yeah,
that
he joined the big brother's team.
So you can't call Steph little brother. And Steph got a championship before and then after. So you really can't compare the two. Like KD is nice, don't get me wrong. Even that year that he lost to Milwaukee in Brooklyn, close as hell.
With his foot all
foot on the line, was about to go to the finals. He was gonna carry that team to the finals, and who knows what would have happened. He beats Phoenix by himself. It's over. Like no one's talking.
That's like a LeBron. That's like LeBron against.
Yeah. When he had
if who beats Phoenix by himself?
Because Phoenix, that team, the coach was just stuck in his ways. Like, just keep hating on Giannis. It's like you see him getting cooked,
destroyed,
switched up the matchup, play a better team. That was like his rookie year. If not, it was like his second year in.
Yeah.
But he wasn't stopping Giannis. Like, bro, he was cooking Giannis, bro. Or Giannis was cooking Aiden. And the coach just kept leaving the matchup. Like, it's like, I see my dude getting baked. It's like, hey, let's double team this dude. Let's do something. Hey, we're going to get a bigger dude in. Aiden, you might have to just go to the foreign guard. This dude, something. No, the coach was like, just guard him. Just guard him. And Giannis is just sitting there just doing Giannis things.
Dang, he was running.
It's like, bro,
it's like you didn't see him. Like, bro, he dropped that 50 piece in that last game.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, bro, I'm like, yo.
Game one, he was 0 for 8 and gets the crowd on its feet early.
And you see what Giannis did. He came over as he dunks it on the spin there.
Middleton. His runner won't go, and then a Grupo with the follow. Open look. DeAndre Ayton pumped away by Middleton. Antetokounmpo gets inside. Layup is good. Those long stride. Holiday. Giannis gets inside. Antetokounmpo. Good-looking jumper there.
I like when he doesn't isolate.
Couldn't ask for a better start if you're the Phoenix Suns. Antetokounmpo with the jumper. Devin Booker not that time. Booker the rebound. Excuse me, Brook Lopez the rebound. Three-pointer from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Ain't nothing easy.
Yeah, they had a Dame too.
Yeah, they had a Dame, but like I said, like some chemistry. Like you have to have chemistry on the team. You got to mesh. Like just because you have great players, a lot of times doesn't mean you're gonna be the best team. So,
Yeah, that's what baffles me sometimes. Cause like, I'm sitting there like, how do you not? Like, is it selfishness? Is it people like that want the ball? Like you have to factor in people's mentality. Like you gotta get a guy, okay, the main guy, right? And then you got a guy. Let's say they're the same. They're both great. Like you can't tell which one's better than the other. But if their mentalities are different, they mesh better. They mesh well. Cause this guy is like, okay, I'm gonna let him cook when he's cooking, and so I'm gonna start giving him the ball. But this guy's a selfish guy. So how is it like? How do coaches build teams like that win championships?
It depends on the position. Like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they did a great job picking up Drew Holiday.
Yeah,
he's a great point guard. He knows how to read the floor. He's able to give the ball up when he needs to. He can also lock down to help on defense, so that when teams are attacking with their point guard or their shooting guard, he can lock them up.
Like is Tatum that type of guy to be like
Tatum? Okay. They didn't have a ball handler. The year that they lost to Golden State, they didn't have anyone that can handle the ball. That's why they kept getting stripped, and that's how come they just kept losing, because like Draymond and Curry and then their defensive schemes, it's just Draymond's kind of roaming around helping, and then they're staying on who they. And if you can't get past an attack and you don't have good enough ball handling skills to get out of a situation and be able to see it right, they're just poking out the ball. Like if you go back and watch all those games, all they did was run them off the three, get them to start driving, and then someone else was poking.
Yeah, where they're just playing the passing.
Yeah, exactly. That's all they were doing. And if you don't know how to handle the ball and be able to read and kick, it's like me going out there trying to handle the ball and kick. I don't have good enough ball handling to do that.
Yeah,
that's
at
me. When me hit me play, I'm like, give me the ball, like, like when me hit me,
bro. Even when he got me up, there was one time he threw a full court pass. Woo! Turn on the dot. I catch it. I go to lay up. I'm like, oh, this is easy. And then I end up doing just a little too much on it, and I miss it. I'm like, wow, like, but he put it so on the dot, like it surprised me. Like I wasn't expecting to get it like right there, but like if you can't do
those, bounce to you and it just it's like right in your head. Like, oh,
you don't have a person that can do that.
Yeah,
you don't have somebody that can do that. It's hard to.